Hello, our viewers. KY Media. This is KY Media. Julius Dambo official on the mic. We told you that KY Media, we are the first class media, home and away. And today we are talking about Yako. We are saying about Muzuri. We have the Kenyan man, the Kenyan influencer. Today at KY Media, KY Sabula, we are now making it active. We are the KY International today at the Serena Hotel Live. From today now, we have Kasipul, an influencer today. Welcome to Uganda.
Thank you very much, my brother from another mother. Yeah. I'm honored and privileged to be in the promised land. We call Uganda the promised land, full of milk, honey, and good women. Yeah,
I like it when you say good women.
Good women. If I were, if I was asked, I need to be reborn again, then I would have told those guys I want to be born again in Uganda,
especially in Kampala.
Kampala, and also in a village somewhere in Nyankole is called the village in Nyankole. From the Nyankole, whatever. Mbalala, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You want to come from the big men?
From Papa himself.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, before we go any further, someone may want to know. We are Kenyan, but we are seeing now you have Tanzania in front of you there. What is behind that?
Well, when you were doing introduction, you introduced me as an influencer from Kenya.
Yes, please.
You know, the work of an influencer is to influence anything, to make like brand, individuals, certain, so many things. And, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, we are one family. It's only that we are bordering each other, but we are one country.
Yes.
So I've got so much love for Tanzania, so much love for Mama Samia Suluhu, and that's why you see me wearing the flag of Tanzania, because the love that I have for Tanzania, also Uganda, it's unconditional. It's a huge love. So basically, what I'm doing, I just don't want to become just a normal influencer. I want to become a uniting factor for East Africa, especially East Africa. Even I'll go up to Rwanda, go up to Congo, so that I can become a uniting factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As an influencer, cause now we see out there people get inspired and motivated to be doctors, to be engineers, and that. Why influencer?
Because I love talking. And talking, and I love politics. I love mingling with people. I love making a lot of noise. I think this fits me more than anything, because when I was young, I wanted to become a gynecologist, but I didn't make it. So I decided, okay, now what can I do to make an impact in the society, the community? I decided to become an influencer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's now a character of African. As personally, we want to be a doctor when you're young. By the time you reach the age,
come on the way. Even you, if I ask you a question, if I may ask you, you'll tell me. I wanted to become an engineer, but today you are a journalist. So as we grow up, the things we want to become, but the kind of environment, nature. When nature take its course, we become what we did not want to become because of nature. Nature has its way of, making people do things that they didn't want to do.
So here with me, I have an influencer by nature.
By nature. This is inbuilt, brother. This is talent that they cannot be another Kasipul. Kasipul is one in the world, only one. You cannot be Kasipul. I'm chosen, and I'm talented, I'm gifted. This is from the Almighty Allah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard you saying that you love politics.
Yeah.
And when we speak politics now, Uganda, this is now the season.
Yes.
This is the time we are now talking politics.
Yes.
If we are not mistaken, still as KY Media today, we saw you talking about our main man.
Yes.
The CDF of Uganda.
Yes.
The man of the basement.
Yes.
Can we say maybe you came in for him, or it was about also influencing his political career? Since you are an influencer.
Well, I'm known to be an influencer. I'm known to be a close aide of my president, William Samoei Ruto, who is the the current president of the Republic of Kenya. And along the journey, I had to adapt. You asked me why Tanzania. I told you I'm supporting Mama Samia Suluhu fully, because Mama Samia Suluhu has brought peace, has brought big change in Tanzania. And I believe in leaders who have made impact in the society. Now, I decided now I want to support, because all my life, ever since I was a little boy, I had a lot of love for your president. Our is called our
Jaja, grandfather.
Oh, grandfather, yeah.
In
And
politics.
he's not only grandfather, he's the father of East Africa. He's the father of East Africa. Trust me and take it to the bank. Today, Kenya celebrate peace because of your president, Jaja.
True.
They celebrate peace. They celebrate economy stability because of Jaja. They celebrate economy empowerment because of. If today Uganda is not peaceful, then Kenya will not be peaceful. Sure. And we celebrate the stability that he has brought, the peace stability that he has brought in this country. And I want you to celebrate him when he's still alive. I want to be counted the last man standing, supporting and celebrating our father, our East Africa father, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Today we celebrate him because for the past 40 years, Uganda have had, has peace. People are enjoying freedom of movement. People are enjoying business, because if you go to those borders like Malaba, where we came from, what's the Busia border, we cross over to Uganda to come and have good time.
Someone was telling me that even the weather conditions we have because of
because of peace. So today, you cross over the border, you start driving to Kampala, you feel that you're in the promised land. You enjoy their food. You enjoy the relationship between the public and so Uganda is beautiful. Uganda is good because we have our Mzee Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
So should we say that you came in to celebrate because today is Father's Day?
Yes. Let me take this opportunity to celebrate our father, our East Africa father.
On earth.
On earth. The one and only. The one and only His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I celebrate you, Your Excellency, and I want you to know that we celebrate you from Kenya, we celebrate you from Tanzania, we celebrate your good job, your good work, we celebrate the peace and stability that you brought to Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. I'll give you an example.
Yes, please.
Uganda is a landlocked country. You people don't have a port here.
Yes, we don't. You
depend on our port, Kenya, and you depend on Tanzania port. If there is no peace, we're not going to do business with you. Are you getting my point?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Are you getting my point?
Very well.
I'll give you an example. The food that we consume in Kenya, 30% comes from Uganda.
The rice, the matoke and everything.
Agricultural stuff comes from Uganda. So many things comes from Uganda. And let nobody lie to you that our country can be stable if your country is not stable.
Having heard from you after praising and talking about Mzee, should we say that Kenya can't also stay in peace without President Museveni today?
Your country or our country?
Yes.
Kenya?
Yes.
You see, I'll be very honest with you. So many occasions you've seen even Mzee traveling to Kenya when we had issues with post-election violence and everything.
Okay, we're also going to talk about that because we had the generation, the Gen Zs.
Yes, we call them useless. I personally call them useless generation.
Useless.
The Gen Zs, I'll be very honest with you.
Repeat that.
Useless generation. Those are stupid young men who lives in their mother's house. Their fathers and their parents happens to be middle class from a certain community in Kenya. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Here in Uganda, for your information, we call them foot soldiers.
I'm talking about Gen Z. I don't know about the foot soldiers of Uganda.
Yes.
The Gen Z in Kenya, I'll be very honest with you. These are young men that don't know life. They have not experienced anything known as poverty, known as hunger, they don't know anything. They're just seated in their mother's house. They feed yogurt and chips and burgers. They are busy typing on keyboards. They're very useless fella that you cannot see them outside there walking. Even if they confront you online, they cannot come and face you.
They only consume on Wi-Fi.
On Wi-Fi that their mothers bought them and their father. 90% of them, they live in their mother's house. They sleep on their mother's chair. They even masturbate on their mother's chair. They don't know life. Are you getting? Because most of them, they're idols.
Maybe they got addicted to the COVID situation.
No, they're just useless boys. Now, when you talk about the real Gen Z, I'll be very honest with you. I walk in the ghettos of Nairobi, in the ghettos of Kisumu. You can go online, Google the clips, you'll see me. I walk, I talk to young men that are there. They don't even know what is existing in the world of Gen Z. Now, once they start making noise online, because there are people who will take advantage of that. They will go to the street because they just want to loot and take things, like loot from shops and stuff. So the Gen Z will say, we are going tomorrow, we are going to strike, we are going to the street, and those guys will take advantage and they will come start looting. So in quotes, you'll see that those Gen Zs are doing the same, they're the one who are doing the same thing. No, they're not the ones. So for me...
So there are people who take the advantage of the situation.
Of the situation. Because these stupid young men who are living in their mother's house, who don't have responsibility, they have made a lot of noise on online. So they come out, oh, we want this, we want change. When you talk about change, as a young man, what change do you want?
They want to change in maybe position.
I'll give you a very good example. Recently,
yes,
there was a young man who was killed by a cop. Investigation was done.
Yes.
Later on, they realized that the cop were involved in his whatever. Now, we condemned as leaders. I condemn it because I am a parent. I cannot afford to lose my kid.
Yes.
But at some point, they started burning cars. They started throwing stones. They started looting from shops and whatever. Now, let me ask you, are you sorting out the problem by looting, by burning other people's car? You've struggled your way up, my brother. You are working. I've seen you doing more than 5 interviews here. You are working until late to get money that you want to go feed your family and to buy a car. If tomorrow someone who is very useless, sleeping in his mother's couch, come and burn down your car, how will you feel?
I die with him or her.
You will die with him. So these are lazy, crazy, stupid boys that are making a lot of noise, and then hooligans and bulls take advantage of it. So what I can say is this. There is a way that you can talk issues, discuss issues amicably, in a way that you solve issues, whereby you sit down and talk about issues, but not going to the street. Street will not solve anything. There are some, I don't know how to describe them, activists, in quotes.
Yes.
Like there is one who went to Tanzania, started training guys how to demonstrate. Tanzania is a peaceful country. They have never demonstrated. Tanzania is a very peaceful country. 90% of leaders who are leading East Africa, all of them studied in Tanzania, lived in Tanzania. I'll be very honest with you. Our mzee, our father, studied in University of Dar es Salaam.
Museveni
studied in University of Dar es Salaam. Our general, the man I like so much, I look up to him. My role model. I like that guy. He's called General Muhoozi. He's called General
Muhoozi Kainerugaba.
Yes. I like him. I don't know how to describe. He's my hero, that guy. I just like him the way he lives his life, you know, the way, you know, he does his stuff. I'm cool with it. I like it. He was born in Tanzania.
Sure.
Paul Kagame studied in Tanzania. All these big, including Putin, Putin of Russia. Do your research. He trained in Tanzania. Putin,
So
the Malawi president right now, studied in Tanzania. All these leaders that you see that are leading East Africa and across the world, they studied, lived in Tanzania because Tanzania is a peaceful country. So one of our activists by the name Boniface Mwangi, who is a busybody, is making money out of the West, from the Wazungus. Him is in the business of making money using other people's kid. Are you getting my point? You cannot tell me you are jobless. You are paying a school fee of 1.5 million Kenya shillings, which is equivalent to 12,000 US dollars per term, and you have 4 kids. You have a ranch of 100 acres of land. You're driving a big car. You're living in a posh area in Nairobi. And you're saying you're an activist, that you're fighting for the people's right, for people's right. And you don't have a job. You're not doing anything.
And some people.
And then he was joined by one of your activists here. It's called Agatha.
Just a short one. Someone told me a bit that those people believe and think that for you to push for everything and people believe in you must have resources for
what?
For that influence.
That is the reason why I'm telling you, these so-called activists that they come up with the name that we are activists. They are used by Wazungus. They are given money to push their agenda. In Kenya, they have pushed the agenda of gayism. Are you getting my point?
Yes, I'm getting.
So they wanted to take it to Tanzania, but they did not succeed. What I can say is this, because I know time is taking whatever, is that I want to thank the President, His Excellency the President, William Samoei Ruto, and I want to thank Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Long live Jaja, long live. Because there are things that I admire in his leadership. Number one, he doesn't tolerate gays. I hate gay.
That one we chase.
LGBTQ.
True.
In Uganda, you don't do such nonsense. Same applies to Tanzania.
And the influence came maybe from.
Are you getting my point?
True.
This nonsense we call democracy has affected our country because we have allowed democracy to take over. That's why you get a 17-year-old boy, 13-year-old boy is gay and we celebrate, or lesbian. Are you getting my point?
True, yes, sir.
Our business is to make sure that the children that we are bringing up, we are parenting, they have values that they are God-fearing and they can be leaders of tomorrow. So I just want to congratulate His Excellency, and if you see General Muhoozi, tell him I salute him, I admire his leadership, I admire the way, you know, I like his vibe. He's a good man.
You reach him, his vibe is equals the investment. It takes people for all that.
Is what?
Do you always see his tweets nowadays?
I read his tweets, I follow him, everywhere, and I like his vibe.
As an influencer.
He's a good man, he's a leader. And take it to the bank. Okay. He's a good leader. Take it to the bank. And I pray that the next president of Uganda in future is Muhoozi Museveni.
That's now. We say bye-bye to the KY Media.
No, let's look at